We will vibe code a bit of AI research. We will create image generation model that will generate these images. We will see how it generates a single image from noise, and we will also see how during the training it becomes better. So in the beginning of training it cannot do well, but later it starts to resemble these images more and more. And you will be able to write a small PDF file of your research and MD Markdown file and publish it on GitHub, for example. And I'll give you all of the code, it's in the description below. I set up my cloud GPU instance. I'm using Novita AI URL below. So I want to generate these digits, these are MNIST digits. So I want to generate these images like Stable Diffusion is generating images or ChatGPT. And I'm using this simple dataset because we don't have a lot of compute. So the way it works is we start from some random noise and then refine the noise. Neural networks learn to refine the noise until it gets our digit. I will leave this link below. So this is all of the code. It's actually quite short. We can go through it a bit later. This is the training code, it's so short. And it's training here. It's very fast because I have 3090 GPU and I was using Cursor to help me set up the code and stuff. The training is done. It took like 1.5 minutes and now we have this model. I don't know if this will be enough to train. And we can see that we actually have something. This is crazy. I didn't expect it to train this after just like 2 minutes. At least we have these shapes. Usually you would, if it's undertrained, you would have like just random lines everywhere. It doesn't even resemble numbers. But these things, they at least resemble numbers. So I like this. A quick trick. When you are training, first train on a single step to see if your saving logic works, if the whole pipeline works. Then train on a single batch, overfit or single batch or some single data to check if the model learns. The model should overfit. If model doesn't learn anything, that's bad. So those two things, and then train full. So now I just want to do some research. So this vibe coding is so good. Okay, I want you to combine these two files, and I want every 300 training steps to see generated image. So I described that I want to see this progress, how images get generated as the training goes. And later I wanted to put it all in Markdown file. This is the progress collage. So starting from pure noise during the training, and then as it trains, it starts to get some shapes. And this is the last image. It got shape of maybe number 8, but this was under trained. So if we train for longer, this would be better. And this is not like training example. This is just like, I don't have enough of the samples here. This is empty. This is not a sample. And this is how a single image gets generated, how it gets denoised. Then I got this idea to generate 2 images and then in the latent space interpolate between them. So basically generate how it goes from one image to the other image and then the states in between. So I just told my cursor agent to do that. I applied the code to inference. It generated these images, but I got some errors. So I just told it to fix the errors. We got the interpolation video, so it is interpolating, especially here around number 3, but maybe the model is undertrained, so it doesn't have the latent space learned so well. The way interpolation works is you take vector for this image, for example, and vector for this image, and then you mix the numbers a little bit mix, starting from here 100% and then mixing a bit of the other vector so it's moving towards the vector. So that's how the vector is moving. You take images, just in these spaces as you are mixing the vectors. So first it's 100% this vector, then 90% and 10% this one, and then like that, and then it's 100% this vector and 0% this vector in the end. Then I told it to draw some of these weights and plots, for example this one, and then I'm gonna save all of that and tell it to analyze these images, and it can maybe write it in PDF in kind of research paper format or readme. So in this readme file I have some images and explanations of the experiment. I have this image, I can add the others as well. So I could tell it to actually write it in PDF in LaTeX format, but I made a bit of mistakes in this project. So first of all, it's too messy, I didn't plan enough, I have too many code files, I have too many images, I don't know what I'm even researching. So if you try to do this, you can do it like this, but you can also plan a bit more in the beginning, which is what I will do in the next project, in the next video. So you can just go and check the next video. And I'll try to get a full PDF paper with images and README file and everything. And we need to plan more what we want to ablate, what we want to test. Here I was just plotting images and weights and stuff. But maybe you want to try changing some parameters, learning rate, optimizers, and all of that should be planned in the beginning. And maybe we should tell the AI to create some file. It's a plan for research, like plan.md markdown or text file. And then perform it and then give all of the images and results to the AI and tell it to write a README file and a paper. So I will leave you code for training and inferencing this model below. The URL below, it will be this file, so you can just copy this code and then scroll down for the inference code. Or this is training, this is inference. And you can paste and ask your IDE AI environment like Cursor or whatever to help you with this.